Now at 11, charges filed. Prosecutors seek the ultimate punishment for the killing of a sheriff's deputy.
Plus, bedroom break-in. The terrifying moments caught on camera. A burglar stops and stares at a sleeping homeowner.
And a hero's welcome. The ceremony for Indiana National Guard members returning from service overseas. CBS 4 News at 11 starts right now.
Prosecutors will seek the death penalty for the suspect in the death of a Marion County Sheriff's deputy. Thanks for joining us tonight. I'm Bob Donaldson.
I'm Debbie Knox. Orlando Mitchell now faces numerous charges after police say that he strangled Deputy John Durham during an escape attempt from the Criminal Justice Center. Court records claim that Mitchell stepped out of the jail transport van on Monday and wrapped his handcuff chain around Deputy Durham's neck, killing him.
Mitchell then stole and crashed the van, trying to escape. CBS 4's Levi Harvey has more on the prosecutor's decision to seek the death penalty.
Prosecutors officially requested the death penalty against Orlando Mitchell Thursday. He's accused in the murder of Marion County Sheriff's Deputy John Durham.
The most common death penalty case is the killing of a police officer.
Local attorney Jack Crawford says if Mitchell is convicted of murdering people at 2 different times, it's grounds for a death sentence.
There are 8 people on death row right now in the Indiana State Prison System. 5 of them are there for killing a police officer.
According to court documents, Mitchell stepped out of a jail transport van on Monday and immediately wrapped his handcuff chain around Deputy John Durham, strangling him and allegedly breaking his neck. Crawford says since the prosecution claims it has video of the incident, it could help strengthen their case.
Mr. Mitchell was in jail on another murder case. He hasn't been adjudicated on that yet, but in the trial of the deputy's death, they will bring in evidence of his prior murder case.
Crawford says securing the death penalty is hard, but it's all going to depend on the jury.
If the jury recommends death, the judge in Indiana must follow the jury's recommendation. But remember, they must be unanimous in their recommendation.
He says even if Mitchell gets the death penalty, it could take years for an execution to play out.
The average time between the filing of a death sentence and the actual execution date is 20 years.
Crawford says if the death penalty is dropped, Mitchell still faces life without parole. In Indianapolis, Levi Harvey, CBS 4 News.
Mitchell will make another court appearance Friday morning at 10 o'clock. To avoid any conflicts, a Hendricks County judge will oversee that appearance. Downtown Indianapolis is remembering Deputy John Durham. The Shining Light Memorial Tribute on Monument Circle is honoring his life and service. That display will appear this evening through Monday on the AES building.
Memorial services for Deputy Durham have been set. A visitation scheduled for Sunday at the Scottish Rite Cathedral on North Meridian Street. That will be held from 2 to 7 p.m. The funeral will take place Monday at Gamebridge Fieldhouse at 11 a.m. Now, this map shows the funeral procession route from the Fieldhouse to Crown Hill Cemetery. An end-of-watch ceremony will take place at the Community Justice Campus, a tradition, a familiar tradition for fallen members of law enforcement. CBS 4 will have live coverage throughout the day on Monday. You can also watch online at cbs4indy.com.
FBI investigators have released their findings after examining the cell phone of the Greenwood Park Mall shooter. Took about 10 months for the FBI to get into Jonathan Sapirman's cell phone, but tonight, for the first time, we know they were able to do that. CBS 4's Aaliyah Blackburn brings us the update from investigators.
On July 17, 2022, Jonathan Sapirman opened fire in the food court of Greenwood Park Mall. He shot and killed 3 people before another shopper shot and killed him.
There is no clear motive as to why the shooter committed this crime or why he chose the time and place to do it.
In December, Greenwood Police Chief Jim Eisen spoke to reporters in the last on-camera update in the shooting. And today, more than 7 months later, the motive is still unknown. But now we've learned the FBI unlocked the shooter's cell phone and extracted its data back in May. Police say nothing on the phone was related to the Greenwood Park Mall, but the phone did contain 206 videos, more than 3,000 images, along with notes, calls, text logs, and internet searches. Images found included Hitler, Nazi propaganda, and firearms. Among many of the videos were mass killings, including one at a mall in Washington state, similar to what police previously revealed was in his internet history. Greenwood police say the most notable discovery was a picture of what looks to be a handwritten suicide note. Taken in April of 2020, police say the shooter alluded to taking his own life, saying, quote, "This was the result of my issues, mental instability, depression, frustration, and sexual isolation." Police say this note leads them to believe the shooter's homicidal and suicidal thoughts have been manifesting for years. Meanwhile, on July 17, 2022, at the Greenwood Park Mall, investigators say the 20-year-old went inside the men's restroom. That's where he waited for more than an hour before dropping his cell phone in a toilet and opening fire in the food court. They believe we may never know why he did it.
Unfortunately, there's only one person that has those answers, and it's the shooter.
Aaliyah Blackburn, CBS 4 News.
Metro Police are investigating after a man was found fatally shot on the Near East Side, just outside the Fountain Square neighborhood. Police were called to the scene in an alley near Villa Avenue this morning, where the victim was found inside a car. Detectives believe he had been shot multiple times. Police thanked neighbors for helping the investigation, but they still don't have a motive or know how long that victim had been dead.
What we do know preliminarily is that this occurred sometime during the overnight hours, based on information that detectives are getting while speaking to the neighbors.
God only knows what could have happened, why that man was killed like he was. It's very sad. I feel for his family, whoever they may be.
Detectives say the victim was found inside a silver Ford Focus with license plates from Chihuahua, Mexico. They hope information on that car can help identify either the victim or a suspect.
Anderson police are looking for two people while they investigate a homicide there. Detectives want to speak with Roger Rodriguez Jr. and DeMarcus Davis. Authorities believe they may be connected to the homicide last month. Investigators found the body of Timothy Cates in a home on West 13th Street. Police say they have not determined a cause of death yet. No arrests have been made.
I'm still creeped out because I don't know, is he following me? He knows everything about me. Is he going to move on to the next woman? Because in his mind, he got by with this. And what happens if the next woman gets startled?
Neighbors in Franklin Township have questions tonight after a series of break-ins on the southeast side.
IPD says the thief, who you see in this video, has targeted dozens of cars and homes this week near Shelbyville Road and Arlington Avenue. That video was captured by a homeowner who's speaking out tonight to CBS 4.
As CBS 4's Jenny Drasler tells us, she hopes sharing her footage and her experience will lead to an arrest.
For this normally quiet neighborhood on Indy's southeast side in Franklin Township, news of a burglar on the loose had everyone on edge.
Extremely violated.
Carla Wilson is the neighborhood's HOA president.
This is him in the house.
The thief broke into her house overnight Monday around 4 a.m. while she was asleep.
Right there. See him going over there? So then it hit me, okay, I've been robbed.
And it was all caught on Carla's home camera system. The man, covered head to toe, only exposing his eyes, first broke into her family car parked outside. He took the garage door opener and opened her garage. He broke into her car parked inside and ransacked it, making off with money, an iPod, and sunglasses. That's when Carla says the thief used WD-40 to get into the door to her house.
So he literally knew that, maybe thought the door would squeak, like he was totally prepared.
And Carla says one of the most unsettling parts about all this is what the man did next. He stood in this doorway just feet away from her bed and stared at her while she slept.
Had I woken up, I would have screamed, or I would have reached for my gun, to be quite honestly. And with him standing 4 feet from my bed, I would not have came out on the winning side.
That's when Carla says the man made his way into her living room.
Creepier part's when he's right there at my bedroom, right there.
Scoping out her house, stealing multiple pieces of jewelry, including her favorite diamond ring. The man then nonchalantly walks right out Carla's front door, spending a total of 7 minutes inside her home. IMPD was in the neighborhood Thursday evening investigating. Officers say the burglar got into dozens of cars in the area. Carla hopes they catch him. And while he stole her possessions, she says he won't steal her peace.
He has dark hair and glasses.
Or her drive to prevent someone else from falling victim.
So what happens if the next woman gets startled? and wakes up, it could save her life doing this interview and trying to expose who he is so we could try to catch him.
In Indianapolis, Jenny Drasler, CBS 4 News.
Wow, Carla's family is offering a $1,000 reward for any information that leads to an arrest. IMPD officers we talked to encourage you, if you had your car broken into this week and you live in that area, report it. If you recognize the man in those videos, call Crime Stoppers, the number 262-TIPS.
CBS 4's your local election headquarters. Republican mayoral candidate Jefferson Shreve announced his public safety plan today. Shreve says he'd like to hire a director of public safety to handle communications with police and fire departments. He also wants to hire 300 more officers for IMPD. Shreve says the city needs to get to the root cause of crime to keep violent offenders off the street. He's also proposed a similar gun proposal already put forward by Mayor Hogsett.
We'll seek to raise the legal age to purchase firearms in Marion County from 18 to 21. We'll seek the repeal of permitless carry, and we'll seek a ban on assault weapons sale here.
Mayor Hogsett's office responded in a statement saying, quote, "We had been looking forward to a debate over Jefferson Shreve's public safety plans, but unfortunately, we're still waiting for him to announce any." Still quoting now. Today's speech was a hodgepodge of repackaged programs that already exist and meaningless platitudes.
Well, two watchdog groups are calling for an investigation into AES Indiana's response to the power outages a couple of weeks ago. Roughly 80,000 people were left without power after storms caused widespread damage at the end of June. Almost 5 days after power initially went out, AES reported nearly 4,000 people still did not have their power back on. The Indiana Office of Utility Consumer Counselor wants an investigation into why that took so long, and they want to hear from customers who experienced it.
We're not looking to blame anyone. We just want to get the facts. We want to get more information so that we can understand what happened, why, and how can it be prevented in the future.
I've got, family to take care of. I've got things to plan for. And there was just no real direct communication. By the time it got into Monday, it was really more just defeated than anything.
You can find details on our website about how you can report your experience with the AES outages to these watchdog groups.
Indigo is moving on to the next phase of work on the Red Line along College Avenue on the north side. The transit service will start repairing stations between 54th and Kessler next week. All traffic will be closed on that stretch of College Avenue. Indigo says you'll still be able to get through if you live there or want to visit a business. Red Line improvements are supposed to be done by next month.
Well, a program that provides free meals to students over the summer is celebrating its 10 years in Indianapolis. The city held an event today to highlight the Summer Servings program in Marion County. That program has been offering healthy meals to students while school lunch is unavailable since it started back in 2013. The program continues for a couple more weeks before ending July 28th. IPS students return to class July 31st.
Today is Lemonade Stand Day in Indianapolis, a local organization using the mayor's declaration to fundraise. Coburn Place hosted a lemonade stand event today. The money will be used to help the children of domestic violence survivors. It will also go towards shoes, uniforms, and other school supplies. If you'd like to donate, we have a link to the Coburn Place donation page at cbs4indy.com.
Well, a special homecoming this afternoon in Indianapolis. About 100 soldiers with the Indiana National Guard came home.
The 76th Infantry Brigade combat team has been deployed in Kosovo for 10 months. CBS 4 photojournalist Jade Birch shows us the heartwarming return.
Joe Barr is Sergeant Major for the National Guard, and he was in Kosovo doing some peacekeeping, and he is wonderful at his job. He's our GI Joe. 10 long months we have been waiting. 285 days to be exact.
We'll let all you guys in. I know some of you heard my brief, some of you didn't, but we're gonna get you in there. The flight should be landing any time.
This is actually not the first time, but first time with kids. So it's been definitely a different experience this time. Thankfully, with technology today, we did a lot of FaceTiming, a lot of texting. We didn't get to talk every single day, but as much as we could. And then we also wrote a lot of letters and sent a lot of mail. There was a lot going on in the countries to the north and the south, and very scary for us. He tried to shield us from a lot of it, but we were not naive to how much danger he was in and all the sacrifices all these soldiers make.
Here to see Uncle Tyler.
Been a long time. Very full of joy and so happy to be surrounded by all the people I love and to watch him walk off that plane. We've been waiting a long time. If it wasn't for all these people around me, it would have been a much longer and harder 10 months.
He's a great role model. Everybody that I know that knows him, including myself, just looks up to him.
Yes. Good, thank you. Will do.
The best word I could use to describe Joe Barr is he's very selfless. He loves to help other people, so which is what he's doing over there, so we're proud of him for sure.
It's here.
Oh, goodness.
Group hug. Come here, Mom. Group hug.
Thanks for coming and picking me up. So I have to walk home.
Yeah.
Yes. All right, I'll trade you this.
Now, the soldiers were responsible for providing a safe, secure environment in Kosovo. More soldiers are expected to return this weekend. Welcome home, by the way.
And our thanks to Jade for that wonderful story.
Yes.
Fantastic. Across the nation now, the Justice Department is urging a judge to reject former President Trump's efforts to postpone his classified documents trial. The department says there's no basis for the open-ended delay requested by the president's lawyers. Prosecutors originally proposed a trial date of December 11th. The defense says the president's campaign schedule should be taken into account.
Well, members of the Screen Actors Guild voted to go on strike tomorrow after failing to reach a deal with major studios. They join members of the Writers Guild of America, who have been on strike since early May. The main point of contention is the income that actors and writers make from streaming entertainment, as artificial intelligence plays an increasing role in movies and TV now. The union also says actors are missing out on millions in residuals.
We're talking about the potential for them to be able to use our name, our likeness, our movements, our voice for future projects without our consent.
The group representing studios and streaming services said in a statement it is disappointed that the union walked away from negotiations. This is the first time that actors and screenwriters have gone on strike together since 1960, when the Actors Guild president was Ronald Reagan.
Much more to come on that story in the days ahead.